Hi everyone, it's Kylie from Mystic Flame Tarot. Welcome back. I'm back on here quicker than usual. It is the same day as I did my last quick reading, and looks light outside. In Australia, it is daylight saving. Therefore, at 6:30 at night, we're still quite bright with daylight. So it won't take long before it gets dark in here. But for now, I'm going to continue with this reading because I've still got the energy going from a bit earlier. Now, what I've done in between that, besides a few parent duties, is I had a little meditation. I took some breathing time that I was raving about at the moment, this breathing, focused breathing. And what I've done is I've pulled two crystals. Now, one of these two I haven't used before, and I was very fascinated with it. And I'm really glad I picked it out because I feel like it's something that I can really work with at the moment. So hopefully you guys will learn something also. Using today we're going to be doing a pick a pile. So I've got two crystals, and on top of the crystals we have two cards each. One is a tarot card, so we're going to basically have a crystal, and then one card, a tarot card, and then one card, an oracle card from the Soul's Journey cards. Oh, that's actually beautiful, the James Van Prague. And then my favorite tarot deck. So we're going to do two options. Your first is rose quartz. I've used this on here already a few times. We love our rose quartz. I did scribble some notes about the second one because I haven't used it before. But basically, first, to start off with our rose quartz, is our healing. That's our stone of love. It's about self-healing. It's people believe that it's for emotional support, and people who are very much into crystals believe that it vibrates love, and that's a beautiful thought. So love and healing. This is it's a classic. It's just so pretty. It's really beautiful, that piece. That's actually a raw piece, so if you can see that there. Now the other crystal we're using, this is the one that's new to me, so I actually hand wrote some notes about it. Can you see that gorgeous stone? Is malachite. Now I don't know a great deal about malachite besides it's so pretty. Basically, so this is where I literally did a Google search because I was learning as I go, which it's been this whole journey this year so far, and it's March and I think I'm going really well. I feel confident and I feel happy in what I've learnt, and I hope that's coming across to whoever's viewing me. So basically, our metaphysical properties of malachite are it's known as the essence of joy. It's known as the stone of transformation, which I just thought, oh, wow, I'm glad I picked that out of my literal box of rocks. I have a box of crystals and I picked this one out. Something drew me to it. So it is known as the stone of transformation because it helps reveal and heal emotional pain by absorbing the pain into itself. So much like our obsidian draws negativity, it actually like absorbs it. This one is basically, we're saying that this one heals emotional pain by absorbing the pain into itself. It also went on to say it is especially helpful in bringing ease during times of change and gives the insight needed for personal growth. Now, I just feel like that's going to resonate with a lot of people. So if that is something that you feel like you could resonate with, this is the pile you're going to choose. Otherwise, we're talking about healing, love, self-love. It could be relationship love. Basically, that's the compassion. This is the all-encompassing love, basically. So this is our love stone, and this is our healing transformation stone. So let's have a think about what's going to come with these. So each, again, just have a quick show. Already shuffled and drawn, and this is how they look. This is how they look. Okay, I'm going to attempt to draw the camera down to my little lap table. I've got a little tiny lap table in my lounge room. So what I'd like to do is, it's going to jumble. I apologize in advance. Okay, so I'm going to turn around and then I'm going to bend the camera down so you guys can see. Then I'm going to give you a minute, not a minute, I'm going to give you a few seconds to breathe and meditate on what you think is going to be your preferred crystal. So I'm going to pull this down here now. Bear with me. Okay. All right, so we have our malachite and our rose quartz. We have our pre-drawn cards, and I'm going to give a minute there. Okay. Sorry about the camera work. I'm literally using my phone here. So, are you ready to focus? I'm going to do 2 very deep breaths. Count of 3 breaths. Count of 3 in. Count of 3 out. Focus and choose one. We ready? Let's start. Breathe in. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3. In. Out. Okay. Let's get this back on. All right. Something different. I'm working with no dining room table at the moment, so bear with me again. You're going to be experiencing my move. Come along for the ride. Not ready to move yet. I'm remodeling here. Anyway, enough about me. I don't have my thumb ring, which I usually use for a bit of channeling. I do have this one, so I may be touching my chest at some point. So that would be the reason, is because that is a ring that I'm wearing currently around my neck. So I'm coming back now to this space. The first pile I'm picking up is our rose quartz pile. So come back to our quartz here, and our cards drawn, and our first card, which is our tarot card, is the Knight of Swords. Now the Knight of Swords, he is our fastest moving knight, we do tend to say. He's moving. He's impulsive. He moves. He's got some action behind him. He is a seize the moment hero. So if you are in that position, oh, I feel a bit warm. Sorry, that's so funny. I just started feeling really, really warm, like heating up. He is he's a passionate knight. Whew. Okay, so we're talking about the message that I'm getting here. The literal message that I'm getting here is some action. There's going to be some action taken. Now, something that you need to focus on, that in the decision that you make is out of self-love. This is where we're going with this one. This one here, I'm just getting a message here. I'm just getting a vibe on this card. Now, what I've got on this card is, excuse me, is that, yeah, seize the moment. It's time. It's time to make some serious decisions. Now, whether this is in your love life or in self-love, it's time to decide to put some self-love into action. You're the one that would know how this relates the best. This could be, it's time to make a move in your love life. It's time to take some action. It's time to move something forward. It's time to move on. Okay, so he's moving. So it is about some sort of movement. I'm going to say this is a love. So we're going with the crystal. I feel like this is relationship advice, not advice. Gosh, I don't give advice, for goodness sake. Just reading the energy of the card. This energy of the card is telling me that it's time for some movement. Now, this, like I said, maybe you are so busy taking care of other people that it's time for you to be a hero, take care of yourself. Could be going with that. Most of the people that I feel like this is going to relate to, it's relationship based. It is about movement in a relationship. Now, it is about moving things along with someone, or it is about moving on from it. So where that relates to you, that's up to you. Now, the complementary card I got with that, which is absolutely okay. This one shocks me a bit now. This is the death. Now, this is the death as in an ending. So however we're looking at this, let's put our, oh no, that's how the rose quartz. So we are literally looking at Death is signifying the end of something and the beginning of something new. End of the old chapter, beginning of the new. End of old patterns in a relationship, beginning of the new. End of old thought patterns from putting yourself last, the beginning of putting yourself first, self-love, and move on. Let's get on with this. Let's stop thinking about being kinder to ourselves or doing something nice for ourselves or taking a time out. It's time. This says, let's go. Let's move this along. We need a hero action. We need seize the moment. Seize the moment. Let's go. So whether we're seizing the moment and plunging into that new relationship, seize the moment and ending that relationship. It's just not working, that situationship, that on and off, wishy-washy energy, however we see this, you know how it relates to you. You know how this relates. But this is the one. This is the one. The death of the old pattern, the death of the old habit, the death of the old thought pattern, the death of the old style relationship, the death of how things were. The beauty of death is it is rebirth. What comes next? Rebirth. It is time for some changes. And I feel like this, and actually when we are doing these with love, I mean, they're good choices. Sometimes they're scary, but there's movement. I think it's time to do something about it. Something maybe you've been thinking of, this is saying it's time. I love that. That just really came together then. I was a little shocked then when I saw that death card, because I did have a peek at the tarot because it fell out of the deck, but I didn't see the death card. So that gave me an aha moment. Now, for our Malachite people, it's our beautiful Malachite. I'm loving this. I'm choosing this pile today. I love this. Let's have another quick look. Especially helpful in bringing ease during times of change and gives the insight needed for personal growth. I mean, it's just wonderful. A great stone, a great crystal. I'd love to have that as a piece of jewelry right there. I think I need one of those. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Our first card for Malachite. Our tarot card is, let me get my glasses on. The writing is so tiny on these cards. Now, there's no, the picture tells 1,000 words. This is my card where that makes sense. I'm going to tell you now, some people get a bit freaked out. The Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is anxiety. It is you're being kept awake at night. You are, oh wow. If this is the case, okay, so basically we're talking nightmares, worry, anxiety. This is literally the card of nightmares. This is, you are feeling like you can't sleep. You have the weight of the world. There's things going on. We're bringing this in because it's going to help us. Remember, it's going to help us. Wow. This is really, I feel like for people who are looking at this right now, that this is going to be representing those people that are going through something really, I don't want to use the word traumatic. I feel like I want to use the word ongoing, because maybe this is an ongoing thing and maybe it's time to change these or not change. It's easy to say change your habits, change patterns. Start doing things to help the situation. And then all of these 9, start letting them go bit by bit by bit by bit. I feel like this is the message in here. I feel like we're talking about this situation that keeps you awake at night. It's stress, it's worry, it's anxiety. It is a nightmare. But there's 9 swords. What can we do here? Let's help Malachite help us start very slowly dropping these back and letting them go, dealing with them and trying to let go of things that we can't control, we can't always control, and maybe work out what we can control and make some changes there. What is our oracle card here? Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Look at that card. Okay. Ooh, I've got a bit of flashback, sorry. Okay. Oh, stunning colors. Look at the colors. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. If I had have gone through that deck and tried to mesh up a card that I felt could help with this crystal, it would have been that, because Take the time. Here we go. Transformation. Slowly. It's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to go to bed one night, wake up different the next morning. This is long-term stuff. This is heavy duty. This is not one sword. This is 9. We need to make some positive changes and some clear thoughts and work out the things that we can change, because it will bring us freedom. We need freedom from this, from so much worry, from so much stress. Freedom will come. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Me, I do. Transformation. Free our worries. Ultimate. Amazing. Wow, I'm loving that. I'm loving that. Far out. That was just, I really enjoyed that. I got so hot and bothered with that first card, and I just got, I got some chills with the second. That was beautiful. Thanks for joining me. I really hope that you got something out of that, as I just did. And I think that I'm going to end the night on a mini meditation, but with a lot of gratitude. And I think that I'm going to work on some of those, because there's some swords there. And I think everyone can relate to that. But for those going through it, I'm thinking about you. Take care and come back and see me next time.